My child, listen carefully because this message is not reaching you by accident. I have chosen this moment to speak directly into the deepest part of your spirit. For so long you have carried silent battles that no one fully understood. You smiled in front of others while carrying storms within your soul. You prayed prayers that felt unanswered and waited through seasons that seemed endless. But today, everything is beginning to change. The waiting season that tested your heart is coming to an end. What I am about to release into your life will shift things in ways you cannot yet imagine. Heaven has already moved on your behalf. Doors are unlocking, chains are breaking, and something holy is beginning to awaken around you even now. I know how tired you have become. I saw every night you stayed awake wondering when things would finally make sense. I heard every quiet prayer you whispered when fear tried to convince you that nothing would ever change. But I never left your side. Even in moments when you felt forgotten, my hand remained over your life. I was guiding you through places you did not understand, because there were lessons your spirit needed before you could step into what I prepared for you. The delays were not punishment. The silence was not abandonment. I was protecting you from things you could not yet see. I was aligning the right people, the right opportunities, and the right timing. What looked like waiting was actually preparation for a holy transition that is now beginning to unfold before you. My child, many people around you cannot understand why you kept holding on. They saw the pressure, the disappointments, and the doors that closed in front of you. Some believed you would eventually give up. Others secretly expected your faith to fade away. But they did not know what I placed inside your spirit. They could not see the strength I was building within you during every painful season. While others were walking away, you continued to seek me even when your heart was heavy. You continued believing, even when the evidence around you looked impossible. That faith has not gone unnoticed in heaven. Every tear carried meaning. Every lonely moment carried purpose. Every battle strengthened something eternal inside you. And now you are stepping into the season where the hidden work begins to reveal itself openly before your eyes. There were moments when you questioned your own direction. You wondered whether you misunderstood the promises placed in your heart. You watched other people move forward, while your own life seemed paused between uncertainty and silence. But I tell you now that your life was never standing still. Beneath the surface, I was arranging events with precision beyond human understanding. Certain relationships had to fall away, because they could not follow you into the place where I am leading you. Certain disappointments had to happen because they were preventing you from receiving something greater. I know the pain felt personal, but I was separating you from environments that would have destroyed your peace. What looked like rejection was often protection in disguise. And now you are beginning to understand why certain doors never opened no matter how hard you tried to force them. My child, there is a shift happening around you right now. You may not fully recognize it yet, but your spirit can feel it. The heaviness that followed you for so long is beginning to lose its hold. The confusion that clouded your thoughts is starting to clear. I am breathing new strength into your heart, because the next season of your life will require confidence, wisdom, and courage. You cannot carry yesterday's fear into tomorrow's calling. That is why I allowed certain struggles to shape you. I was teaching you how to stand firm without depending on human approval. I was teaching you how to trust my voice, even when the world around you became uncertain. The lessons were painful, but they were preparing you to carry blessings without losing yourself in the process. Do not fear the changes now taking place around you. Some things are leaving your life because they no longer belong in your future. I know transitions can feel uncomfortable, especially when familiar things begin to shift unexpectedly. But trust me when I say I am making room for something greater than what you lost. You are not being abandoned. You are being repositioned. The path ahead may still contain challenges, but you will not walk through them alone. My presence will guide you with clarity at the exact moment you need direction. What once confused you will soon begin making sense. What once hurt you will eventually reveal hidden purpose. And what once delayed you is about to become part of the testimony that inspires others who feel hopeless in their own waiting season. There is a reason your spirit has felt restless lately. Deep within you, something has been awakening. You are sensing that your life is entering a new chapter, even if you cannot fully explain it yet. This holy movement did not begin yesterday. It began the moment you decided not to surrender during your darkest season. Heaven responds when faith refuses to die. And because you remained faithful through the process, new opportunities are now moving toward you. I am opening paths that once seemed impossible. I am bringing restoration into areas where you experienced loss. I am sending peace into the places where anxiety once ruled your thoughts. This is not random timing. This is divine alignment unfolding exactly when it was meant to happen. My child, remember this truth carefully. Your waiting season was never wasted. Every delay carried hidden preparation. Every closed door redirected you toward something better. Every painful lesson strengthened your spirit for the future ahead. You may not yet see the full picture, but trust the movement taking place around you now. I am doing more than you realize. I am restoring your confidence, renewing your hope, and rebuilding the parts of your heart that life tried to break. The season ahead will not look like the season behind you. What once drained you will no longer control you. What once discouraged you will no longer define you, because something holy is happening now, and your life is beginning to move according to the purpose I planned long before you understood the journey. If this video is truly meant just for you, then pause for a moment and look within yourself. Are you walking a path of truth, patience, and faith? Do you try to stay honest in your actions and believe in the higher power that guides you every day? If your answer is yes, then this message is for you. You were chosen because you are able to listen, understand, and create change. Don't overthink it. Just feel that inner voice guiding you in the right direction. Now, there's a small step you can take. If this message touched you, you can offer a little support so this inspiration can reach more people. It doesn't have to be much. You can start with just $3 or choose $5 or $10. The link is in the description. Your small contribution can bring light into someone else's life, and it can inspire you as well. Join in and be part of this journey. My child, there are things being revealed now that you could not have understood in your previous season. The reason I kept certain truths hidden was because your heart was still healing from battles that nearly broke your spirit. If I had shown you everything too early, fear would have overwhelmed your faith. But now you are stronger. Now your spirit carries wisdom that pain itself helped create. This is why the veil is beginning to lift from your eyes. You are starting to recognize patterns that once confused you. You are beginning to see who truly stands with you and who only stood near you for personal gain. The discernment awakening within you is not coincidence. It is protection. I am allowing you to see clearly so you can move forward without carrying the wrong people into your next season. There were individuals around you who smiled in your presence while quietly doubting your future. Some celebrated you publicly, yet secretly hoped you would remain stuck in disappointment. Others benefited from your kindness, but never valued your heart. I saw every hidden intention even when you could not. That is why I delayed certain connections and interrupted plans that seemed perfect at the time. I refused to let you build your future upon unstable foundations. You asked me why certain relationships suddenly changed, why communication became distant, and why people walked away without explanation. What felt painful in the moment was often my mercy protecting you from deeper betrayal later. Some people were assigned only to a chapter of your journey, not the destiny waiting ahead of you now. My child, do not ignore the warnings I place within your spirit. There are moments when your soul feels uneasy around certain environments for a reason. Not every opportunity carries my peace. Not every voice speaking loudly carries my truth. You must stop seeking validation from people who cannot recognize the calling placed upon your life. Their limitations are not your identity. Their doubt is not your future. I created you with purpose long before they formed opinions about you. The next chapter of your life requires spiritual maturity, and maturity means learning when to walk away from places that drain your peace. Stop forcing yourself to remain connected to situations that continually wound your heart. I never asked you to sacrifice your healing in order to keep others comfortable. The enemy tried to convince you that your waiting season meant failure. Fear whispered that you were forgotten and left behind while everyone else moved ahead. But what you could not see was the spiritual battle taking place around your destiny. Not every delay came from weakness. Some delays existed because heaven was blocking what would have destroyed you. There were opportunities that appeared attractive on the surface, yet carried hidden consequences underneath. I closed doors because I saw dangers your eyes could not recognize. You mourned over things that ended, but I protected your future through those endings. One day you will fully understand why certain plans collapsed despite all your effort. What broke your heart temporarily actually preserved your peace permanently. My child, be careful during this new season because blessings often attract distraction. When doors begin opening and favor starts surrounding your life, not everyone approaching you will carry pure intentions. Some people are drawn to your light, but not committed to your well-being. That is why you must remain close to my voice. Do not allow excitement to silence discernment. I will guide you through every decision if you continue seeking wisdom before acting impulsively. You do not need to rush ahead to prove anything to anyone. What belongs to you will not require desperation. What I send into your life will carry peace, clarity, and alignment with your spirit. If confusion constantly surrounds something, pause before moving forward. I am not the author of chaos within your soul. There are habits, thoughts, and emotional wounds that cannot follow you where I am taking you. This is the season to release what has secretly been draining your strength. You cannot continue carrying bitterness from old betrayals while expecting peace to flourish within your heart. You cannot remain chained to fear while asking me to lead you into greater purpose. Healing requires surrender. Growth requires honesty. I know there are still moments when memories from the past try to return and reopen old pain. But do not build your identity around wounds I am trying to heal. You are not defined by abandonment. You are not defined by failure. You are not defined by the seasons when everything felt broken. Your story is still unfolding, and redemption is becoming part of your testimony. My child, many people only notice visible blessings, but few understand the hidden cost of spiritual endurance. They did not see the nights you fought silent battles within your mind. They did not witness the emotional weight you carried while still trying to encourage others around you. Heaven saw every moment. I saw your strength when nobody applauded you for surviving. I saw your faith when tears filled your eyes. And because you remained standing through seasons that should have destroyed you, new authority is being placed upon your life now. Your pain was not meaningless. It taught you compassion. It deepened your wisdom. It strengthened your spirit in ways comfort never could. The very battles meant to weaken you are becoming the foundation for future strength and purpose. Do not fear what is leaving your life now. Some exits are necessary for divine alignment. There are environments you have outgrown spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. Staying connected to them would only delay the growth I am calling you toward. I know change can feel lonely at first. Familiarity often feels safer than transformation. But you were not created to remain trapped inside old cycles forever. I am leading you toward greater peace, greater clarity, and greater purpose. The road ahead may require courage, but you are not walking alone. My hand remains upon you even in uncertain moments. Trust the separation taking place. Trust the wisdom developing inside you. Trust the protection hidden within the transitions you do not yet fully understand. A holy shift is occurring beneath the surface of your life. Things are aligning that you cannot yet see. Conversations are happening. Opportunities are forming. Doors are preparing to open at the appointed time. But before the next chapter fully arrives, you must release the fear that keeps looking backward. Stop mourning what I already removed from your path. Stop questioning whether you are worthy of the future ahead. I would not bring you this far only to abandon you now. The waiting season is ending because preparation has accomplished its purpose. Your spirit is stronger. Your discernment is sharper. Your heart is healing. And what comes next will reveal why endurance was necessary all along. My child, the separation happening in your life right now is not meant to destroy you. It is meant to protect the future I have prepared for you. I know there were moments when certain endings broke your heart and left you questioning everything. You wondered why people changed, why doors closed, and why some connections suddenly became distant. But what you called loss was often my protection working quietly behind the scenes. I saw things you could not see. I knew which environments were draining your peace and weakening your spirit. That is why I began removing certain people, certain distractions, and certain situations from your path. Not because you were forgotten, but because your next season requires healthier ground for your soul to grow. You spent too much time trying to hold together relationships that were slowly exhausting your heart. You kept giving your energy to people who only appreciated your presence when it benefited them. You ignored your own pain while trying to carry the burdens of others. But now I am teaching you something important. Your peace matters too. Your healing matters too. You cannot continue sacrificing your emotional well-being just to keep everyone comfortable around you. Some people were only assigned to a chapter of your life, not your destiny. And even though letting go feels painful, it is creating space for the peace and clarity your spirit desperately needs now. My child, do not mistake temporary loneliness for abandonment. Sometimes I remove noise from around you, so you can finally hear my voice clearly again. The quiet season you feared was actually becoming a place of healing. In separation, wisdom is born. In stillness, clarity grows. And in solitude, your spirit learns how to depend on me, instead of constantly seeking approval from people who never truly understood your worth. You are not alone during this transition. My hand has remained over your life through every painful moment. I carried you through nights when your heart felt too tired to continue. I strengthened you when fear whispered that you would never recover from what hurt you. Healing is beginning inside you now, even if the process still feels slow at times. I know there are wounds you rarely speak about. I know there are memories that still try to pull your heart backward into sadness and disappointment. But I am not allowing your future to be controlled by old pain anymore. You have cried enough over things that were never meant to stay in your life forever. Now it is time for restoration to begin replacing sorrow. The heaviness that surrounded your spirit for so long is starting to break. I am renewing your strength. I am restoring your confidence. And I am teaching your heart how to experience peace again without constantly expecting everything to fall apart. My child, the waiting season is ending because the preparation inside you is complete. You are stronger now than you were before. The battles you survived created wisdom inside your spirit that comfort alone could never teach. Every delay shaped your endurance. Every disappointment deepened your discernment. And every lonely season strengthened your connection with me. Nothing you survived was wasted. Even your tears carried purpose. Even your silent struggles became part of the foundation I am building your future upon. One day you will look back and realize that what nearly broke you actually prepared you for the blessings now moving toward your life. Do not fear the new chapter unfolding before you. I know change can feel unfamiliar after surviving seasons filled with uncertainty and pain. But you are not entering another season of confusion. You are entering a season of alignment. New opportunities are approaching. New peace is entering your heart. And new strength is rising within your spirit. What once felt blocked will begin to move forward again. What once seemed impossible will slowly begin opening before your eyes. Trust the process even when you cannot see every detail clearly yet. I am still guiding your steps exactly where they need to go. My child, you no longer need to carry the emotional weight of everything that happened behind you. Stop blaming yourself for seasons that were designed to teach you, not destroy you. Stop believing that your mistakes disqualified you from the future I promised. My love for you was never dependent on perfection. I remained beside you even during the moments when your faith felt weak and your heart felt exhausted. I never abandoned you in your darkness. I was healing you quietly while preparing this new beginning. And now the light ahead of you is becoming stronger than the pain behind you. The next season of your life will not look like the last one. Peace will begin replacing fear. Confidence will begin replacing doubt, and healing will begin replacing the sorrow you carried for far too long. Continue moving forward without fear, my child. Continue trusting the growth taking place within you, because something holy is happening now. Your waiting season is over, and the future ahead of you carries restoration, protection, healing, and promise far greater than anything you lost along the way. If this video is truly meant just for you, then pause for a moment and look within yourself. Are you walking a path of truth, patience, and faith? Do you try to stay honest in your actions and believe in the higher power that guides you every day? If your answer is yes, then this message is for you. You were chosen because you are able to listen, understand, and create change. Don't overthink it. Just feel that inner voice guiding you in the right direction. Now there's a small step you can take. If this message touched you, you can offer a little support so this inspiration can reach more people. It doesn't have to be much. You can start with just 3 L's or choose 5 R's or 10. The link is in the description. Your small contribution can bring light into someone else's life, and it can inspire you as well. Join in and be part of this journey.